is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
The Democratic challenger is slowly clocking up the Electoral College votes, pushing ahead with 248 to President Donald Trump's 214. Joe Biden has flipped Wisconsin, but Donald Trump is demanding a recount. All eyes are now on Michigan and Pennsylvania in the final stretch of a bitterly tight contest, which has President Trump groundlessly claiming dirty tactics and the Democrats chastened by a very narrow lead. Nina Maria Potts, Washington.
In the United Kingdom, members of Parliament have voted in favour of a new 4-week national coronavirus lockdown for England. It will run from Thursday until December 2nd. From our London bureau, FSN's Ollie Barrett reports.
Lawmakers voted by a huge majority in favour of this new lockdown period, 516 to 39. However, 34 of Prime Minister Boris Johnson's own Conservative MPs voted against him, demonstrating unease in sections of his party about the economic and health damage likely to be caused by tougher restrictions. Pubs, gyms and non-essential retail will close. Schools will stay open. Boris Johnson says the lockdown is necessary to save lives and protect health services. As it was being voted through, new figures showed 492 COVID-19 deaths had been recorded in the UK over the last 24 hours. Ollie Barrett, London.
Russia's COVID-19 vaccine is unlikely to reach mass production by the end of the year, despite earlier promises by officials. From FSN's Moscow bureau, Stuart Smith reports.
Over the past few months, both regional and national politicians have been speculating the mass rollout of the Sputnik V vaccine was just months or weeks away. But last week, Russian President Vladimir Putin admitted there are problems with scaling production due to a lack of appropriate equipment in the country. And now vaccine manufacturers themselves are saying rollout by the end of the year is too optimistic, with one saying what they're trying to do in weeks would normally take a year to achieve. Epidemiologists estimate around half the country would need to be vaccinated to create population immunity, which would require tens of millions of doses of the vaccine to be produced each month, orders of magnitude greater than currently feasible rates. Stuart Smith, Moscow.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets, and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this. You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Commercials on here.
The following is a production of Phoenix.
What happened? What's it doing? Okay, I'm a little nervous.
Is that your theme song?
Yeah, but I don't know. Damn. welcome to this week's episode of City Talk with About Town Deb. I am your host, Debbie McCarthy, and we are a production of Phoenix Media. You can visit us at phoenixmedia.us for more information and check out all the other great shows 24/7. Feel free to text me at 775-741-2596. Whew, I just love to get all that stuff out of the way. And I normally say a little bit about what I've done. But before I do that, I have got to, number one, I want to thank Kim Surratt with the Surratt Family Law. They are officially my first sponsor. So eventually you will be hearing their commercials throughout the show. And you too can have your commercials throughout the show. So thank you, Kim. And I'm going to do a little stand up so you can see my new outfit, styled by Ambiance Boutique on Main Street. I got the high-waisted thing going on. I'm trying to get more hip. So thank you. I love going to Placerville and love them. Today we are live, as usual. We are always live. We like to be out and about at Wild River Grille right in the heart of the Riverwalk District with Chuck Shapiro. Chuck, welcome.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm good. So we're, since there's three of us right now, we're going to wear our masks. So I might go like this from time to time because I'm looking that way and talking over here so you can hear me better. But I have to say, Chuck, I don't know how many years you've been supporting About Town Deb, even before I was About Town Deb. And you support our community. And also, we love being here today because Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation is special to both of us. And you have been a partner and not just the Cancer Foundation, in the Riverwalk District and many other local charities. So first of all, I just really want to say thank you for being you and supporting our town and our community and for hosting us again. And Alicia over here with Children's Cancer Foundation, I needed her to be here too because we're going to thank him for his participation in Natalia's night. So first of all, Chuck, tell us exactly where you're located, a little bit about like how you've had to pivot and Reno is here. Okay, Chuck has a beer. So what kind of beer do you have? Do you know?
This is a Pilsner for sure.
A Pilsner. And what do I have? What do I have?
You guys all have our new concoction,
Oh,
new cocktails.
And what's it called?
Yours is the zest is yet to come.
The zest is yet to come.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Limoncello martini.
Limoncello martini.
This one is our Heavenly Harvest.
Ooh,
it's an apple cider champagne cocktail.
Okay.
And then the last one is our Pioneer Broadway.
Okay, let's show that in the camera.
Yeah.
Pioneer.
That's our dual. That's the donation to Broadway.
Awesome.
It's our every one of those cocktails. It's called If Hemingway Lived in Reno, and $2 of that cocktail goes back to the Pioneer for everyone we sell.
Awesome. So as I had mentioned, Chuck is always giving back and your team. So tell us again. Now we had to get that in. You guys are there. There's another giving back.
There
so
you
tell
go.
us.
That wasn't planned.
It was not planned, guys. It wasn't planned. So that's what happens with About Town Deb. We rolled it. So tell us a little bit more about why we need to come down here. What to expect now with all the pivoting.
Well, we've been part of the Riverwalk District in downtown for 13 years now. And I think we've been doing Natalia's night pretty much the whole time.
12 years.
Wow.
12 years. Yeah. So it's one of the things that we love to do. And it's, one night a year, we look forward to it. The fire department comes down, everybody jumps in. And it's like a great, I can't imagine a better organization to support or a better cause than the Cancer Children's Foundation. So we are honored to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, like Chuck said, we have been doing Natalia's night for 12 years. Started by the parents of sweet little Natalia, who own El Adobe Cafe, and got all of their wonderful friends in Reno who own restaurants to join them to give back to NNCCF once a year. So thank you so much for participating this year. It was an amazing success. It was awesome to see, even with COVID and all these changes we've had to do, that people are still supporting us. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that too, that people are still giving and stuff during this time. Yeah.
So I want people to realize you have a huge patio.
Yeah.
Huge patio. If you have not been here, you have heaters out here. When the sun is out, you have umbrellas. You have 50% capacity in the inside,
Yep.
and you have a lot of room inside.
There is a lot of space. So we're lucky that we have this great patio and we have pretty good sized spaces inside. So we've done okay this year. So my heart goes out to a lot of businesses and restaurants that have really struggled this year. So anybody that can go out and give your business to any local business, please do, because they could really use it right now. But we're just grateful that we have such a great location.
So to make reservations, where do they go?
You can go on our website, wildrivergrille.com, or call the number 775-284-7455. Patio is still open. Probably not going to be real warm this weekend, but we have heaters, dog friendly. We donate to the local dog organizations and SPCA and Humane Society. So come on down, and that helps with that. But yeah, we're just happy to be able to give back a little to the community.
Well, I am happy to be here. And Chuck, thank you
Oh,
for years of support. We're going to take a break. We come back. It is Alicia's turn to do more chatting about the Children's Cancer Foundation. We're winding down this break. You can also find us after the fact on our podcast, which is on that Google Podcast, Stitcher, all of those. So check About Town Deb, City Talk, check, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back, so hang tight. Thank you, Chuck. Let's do a cheers to Chuck. Cheers.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m. and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait, communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Phoenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
Thank you.
Civil War II.
I gotta say hi to
And when she knows what she wants from her time, and when she wakes
town, our town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
I was getting into that uptown girl that dancing going on. Welcome back to the second segment of City Talk, and I'm About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, and I want to give a shout out to Heidi in Placerville. You can text me, guys, 775-741-2596. So Heidi says she's watching the show and she loves our new mic. I have a Yeti.
Hi, Heidi.
Say hi to Heidi. You're going to meet Heidi soon. Heidi was at our event we had last year at this time. Okay. She helped bring the Hangtown Marshals and all, remember? Yes. So, and also Grandma B and Aunt Glenda. Let's get my shout outs to them as well, because I know they're watching. And Jazzy Georgia isn't home. We had I just want to get this out really quick because I want to make sure Chuck got his shout outs too. Yes. As you know, Placerville again. Man, Jazzy George and I were there for, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. It was like 3 different trips in one. So it was amazing. And we did get a lot of wine tasting in. So we just want to give a quick shout out to some of the wineries, and then then it's all about Children's Cancer Foundation. We want to give a shout out. Number 1, Poor Reds. Have you been to Poor Reds?
No, I have not.
Shirley's been to Poor Red. Chef Dean is amazing, and he's rocking Poor Red. So he spoiled us with, don't forget that diet Deb was on, didn't happen. I was eating French fries. I was having, oh my goodness. You don't even.
Spoiled this month.
I was eating not good, and I can totally tell the difference. I'm trying to eat better, but not today. Anyway, so we want to thank Jim and Kim, our sponsor, Kim. She joined us with Jim as well for part of it. Heidi, we had the Geo Tour, which it was ghostly. We went to the cemetery and some of the characters came back to life and told some of the history. And we had amazing wine from Via Romano and Micah Cellars. And we also went back and food. We also, there's too much to say about that. They're having another one. So if you go on to the Placerville Alliance, Heidi, text me the correct name because I'm just so excited to see that you text me. Or go to About Town Deb and I'll make sure to post it. But we also went wine tasting at Via Romano, Micah Cellars, Fennelton, and they had a trick or treat pairing. So I had Barbera with Whoppers. Ooh. Oh my gosh. They said, what do you want? And I said, I want a jar of Whoppers and a glass of Barbera. And that was my lunch. I had a Whopper.
Halloween done Placerville style. That's
perfect. Isn't it? It was so good. So that was my pick. And I think it won. I think that's what won. So I love that. And then we also went up to Crystal Basin. They revealed their alien thing they have. Then on the Sunday, we went to Sierra Vista, Miraflores, and finished it off at Highway 50 because I need to get my Cali mojo going on. Okay, so I've got all that done.
Thank you. Amazing people.
Thank you. El Dorado Wine Country. Visit El Dorado, Placerville, Kim and Jim, all of our friends. So thank you. So now let's get into Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. You are going to hear a lot about this. I started in September, and you could talk a little bit about that. You're going to hear about this till February because I have a goal of $5,000 that I want to do little bits at a time, and it's doubled. So go ahead and take it away, young lady.
First off, like Deb just said, thank you so much to her for all of her fabulous support. Last year, she hosted this amazing event for us at the Silver Legacy. And obviously with pivoting, that's not going to happen this year. And so she has this amazing goal and she's making it happen. We've been on the radio show. She's got us everywhere. She's got us partnering with Dorinda's Chocolates for some fun raffle prizes with their wine and food pairing events. We've got stuff at Wild River Grille. We're everywhere thanks to you.
And so when we were talking earlier for Natalia's night, they created this amazing was it Gold for the Gold or Gold? It was, I don't remember the name of the drink, but
it was something amazing in gold.
But they sold it during that night. And so you're going to be getting a check, not only for a percentage of all the sales that evening, all the sales from the drink. So I'm so excited.
Yes.
So I'm trying to do lots of Deb's drinks all around so people can buy them and the money goes to you guys. So tell us a little bit about the whole September, how it started and all that.
So September was an incredible month for us. First off, September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, hence the gold ribbons. That's the national symbol for childhood cancer awareness. And exciting this year, NNCCF is celebrating our 20th year. So this was an extra special September for us. We were everywhere in the community thanks to Deb and some amazing partners in town. And it was just really fun. We had a lot of alternative fundraising going on, and a lot of Zoom and a lot of radio and a lot of just creativity. We couldn't be more thankful for the community for supporting us, especially because this year we had the William and Pennington Foundation supporting us as well with a amazing matching campaign. They are matching all donations that NNCCF receives from September 1st through February 19th up to $500,000. So everything that you have helped us gather, everything that the community has supported us with is matched 100%. It's incredible.
So that's a big part of why I want people to realize that a garage sale, a candy sale, a bake sale, like for Christmas to say to your family, you know what, I have enough stuff. I would love you to donate 25 instead of a $25 gift card that we all exchange gift cards. Why don't we make a $25 donation to a charity? And I want to hit my goal. So all my family members, you can make a donation to the Children's Cancer Foundation. Hint, hint.
In lieu of Christmas presents?
In lieu of Christmas. We don't need any more stuff. But you know what? The children that you're helping and the families, they need our help right now.
Yes, definitely. We saw an immediate increase when the world kind of shut down and everybody went home. An increase of 20% for our family requests and needs from our families. And that really hasn't changed much throughout this pandemic. They are already an immune compromised population, so we already are super careful with them. But this pandemic just added a whole new level to that. And so we are completely contactless. So like you mentioned, gift cards and gift card exchanges and donations. First off, all the cash donations that we receive this holiday season for our families are matched dollar for dollar. So your $25 gift card that you would have purchased, that's now a $50 donation.
That's a big deal.
And then on top of cash donations, which are doubled, so amazing, then we're also switching to gift card support for our families this year so that they can do their shopping in a safe manner from home a lot of times, so they can be okay and have a nice holiday season and feel the love and support from our community, but also avoid all the risk.
You know, so the what I've been trying to do, we talked about this with Dorinda's, the chocolate pairings. Now we're moving to the next one is it's South Creek,
yes,
which is a smaller venue. It's inside, so we have to have very limited number. So that's Thursday, November 19th at the South Creek location. And if you go on to Dorinda's website or onto my Facebook page, I'm co-hosting it. If you put ATD pairing, you're going to get a raffle ticket for free. It's this huge El Dorado wine basket. I'm going to put in some like holiday Thanksgiving-ish kind of themes to bump it up in value.
There's
chocolate from Dorinda's and some wine tastings, a barrel tasting from Crystal Basin, wine tasting from Nello Olivo. Some good stuff in there, guys. And so when you go to the event, and even if you just want to make a donation, you can go on to your website, and then the little memo part of the donation, you just put about anything, about Town Deb, anything like that, so that we can keep track, because I really want to hit that goal of 5,000.
Yes.
So Dorinda's Chocolate is one we're doing where you go, you buy raffle tickets, $5, or find the longest arms or whatever you want. I'll stretch your arm out for you.
We'll borrow Chuck's.
We'll borrow Chuck's, so $20, and 100% of that is going to help to that $5,000. And the wine lock, I think we sold like 136 bags, and I owe you a check for $136 because I'm donating $1 per bag. But I want to add that to what we did with Dorinda's the last time, and we were thinking to do the presentation check for them at the actual event.
It is such a fun event. So the wine and chocolate pairing, the first one we raised $500. Last time it was over 300.
It's over 300, but I'm going to be adding that 100 and something from the wine bags. So I want to get it to the 500. So my goal is at least 500 per tasting. That'll help get to 2,000. And then there's another event. Do we want to talk about that now, or do you want to talk about the one with the dating one?
We've got some time. Let's
just throw it out there. So I'm going to let you talk about this because I'm a little shy.
So you're shy.
Oh my gosh, I'm shy.
So we have this fabulous partnership. Katie Coombs, Uncommon Sense, and Rachel Gattuso of the Gattuso Coalition. These ladies are fabulous. They organized a fun bachelorette event for us last year at the basement. This year we're going virtual, and it's all about adventuring and getting together and creating new friendships. So the event this year is titled A Time to Adventure Together. And during this Zoom call, you are going to get the opportunity to bid on fabulous people like this and a fun little experience. So Deb, what's your experience going to be?
I'm going to add to it. Since we're here and Chuck has been amazing, I want to do a really cool special dinner created just for us. And it doesn't have to be a date. It could be a company. It could be
platonic.
It could be anybody who wants to make a really good or small, any donation. But you got to bid to get me.
Deb's hard to pin down.
Even
if
it's
you
hard.
just want an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. But no, I'm hoping to add some other cool goodies. But dinner, walk, I'm hoping to add some Dorinda's chocolate and wine and maybe a limo ride. I don't know. We're building on it. But I'm excited. All donations are going to go to Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. So
it's going to be fun. Great opportunity.
I'm excited.
To bid on some bachelors and bachelorettes in Reno.
So Britton out there, Britton Griffith said she'd bid on me. She better. I said, somebody better bid on me or I'm going to feel like, oh my God.
I got a bachelor to agree.
Ooh,
and he
I like
said
it.
that
Ooh.
if nobody bids on him, that I'm going to have to step in.
Okay, so you have to bid on us. So anyway, guys, I want to thank Alicia. Thank you. It's time to switch out. We get Shirley with us next. So we're going to take another quick break. We want your feedback. So please do us a big favor. Head over to About Town Deb Facebook page. Leave a comment. Text me, 775-741-2596. And we will be right back after this break. And you can hear your commercials on my break. So DM me.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets, and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Phoenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Listen live at phoenixmedia.us. Your town, our town, or any town, this is About Town Dead presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And we're back for the third segment. Gosh, it goes too fast. Of City Talk with About Town Deb. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we would love you to join the party since I am my About Town Deb, my town, your town, any town. That means any town. Wherever you're listening from, we are with you. We want to share with you, share with us. Chime into Facebook. If you want to hear your commercials, you're just going to have to use me saying this because I'm not usually good at this, but we want to just rock. We want to hear all of our favorite people, their voices in these commercials. We want to know these are Deb's favorite places from Reno, Carson, Tahoe, El Dorado, and all my favorite nonprofits. We want them all in there. But now we are back. Speaking of nonprofits, Shirley Folkins-Roberts, the executive director and founder of Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation, and a really cool co-host, by the way. So welcome.
Thank you. We have so much fun when we're here together.
I know we do. We should just go on the road.
We should.
That's why we're about town.
Yeah.
There's so many cool things that are happening, and you have so many amazing partners. 20-year anniversary, right?
Yes.
So that means there's 20 years, there's been community members that have been by your side for 20 years. So share a little bit about that.
Incredible, and not just by our side, but in the trenches. We started off small, and everybody really worked in the organization. But now our partners have stood by us for 20 years, built our organization slowly, solidly, organically, strongly, and it really showed when COVID hit. When COVID hit, our families, as Alicia talked about, were hit. We had, within 2 weeks, we had an immediate 20% increase in need. We had at the same time our amazing community partners have to cancel things like Meadowview Farms Charity Horse Show, Guns and Hoses with Washoe County Sheriff's and Fire Department.
What's Guns and Hoses?
That's a great
sounds a little funny. I don't know.
Golf tournament that is with Washoe County Sheriff and the Fire Department.
I love that.
And it's fabulous. But huge community partners just had to cancel. They didn't have a choice. So we have had to pivot, but those partners found other ways to support us. Foundations have supported us. Individuals have come through month after month. And then we found creative ways to meet our families' needs because they had huge needs. It's been hard, but 20 years of going strong, 20 years of strength, 20 years of partnerships with this incredible community like Wild River Grille and you and so many people, and just in-kind things. Alston Construction and Panatone Development donated 3 months of billboards to talk about our Know the Golda campaign.
That's pretty cool.
CMEX did, for the very first time, did a cement truck, wrapped it with our kids on it and our logo on it. So really interesting,
That's
cool things.
So you have to think outside the box. During this time.
Yes.
And you guys have been able to give ideas for people out there, said, hey, I want to do something. I want to help. And you're really good about helping us find our niche of what we're good at. And is there like somebody or like I know all the children are special, but like for me, little Maddie, little Maddie and I had this connection. We went to the same church. I love her family. And I made that promise to her that I would never, 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 never forget. And I would continue to give back. But
you really have.
But it's important. So if you're out there, if there's somebody in your life that you said, hey, you know what? I know a niece or a nephew or a neighbor. It doesn't even have to be children's cancer. It could be your mom, or it could be somebody with any type of cancer. I feel like our children are our future. And if we can find a cure early, then we don't have to think about it when we're 30 or 40. it would be nice to find those cures and help the kids when they're young. So
we would, and we have a lot of donors who do, just like you say, they think, oh my gosh, I saw my mother or my sister go through cancer treatment. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a child. So even if they haven't had their own child, they can empathize because of the horrific treatments that adults go through. That's what kids, they go through the same thing.
But think about that. It's hard enough for an adult.
Incredible.
Think about a little child who doesn't understand what's happening. And they don't understand.
I have some good news.
So I need good news.
So here's the good news, and it's very exciting. This community, in 15 years, we've had an event called St. Baldrick's. This community has helped raise $3 million for childhood cancer research. In 20 years that organization has been in existence, the survival rate of kids has gone from 79% to 84%. So there is progress. We've made a 5% increase. Not enough, because it's never enough.
It's never enough.
But it's progress, and it's, you know, and this community has gone. They shaved their heads for this. This community has gotten together for that. And during COVID, we had to shut that down, and we did it virtually. And the community came together and raised money for research.
So how can, I mean, I know we talk about, you have a website, how can we help? But is there another way that maybe like shines bright to you, like, oh my gosh, I never thought this would work? Like somebody came up with an idea and it.
Well, our favorite to go to right now is the parade. We do, one of our favorite things to do is to celebrate no more treatment, no more chemo, no more radiation. We do that with a beautiful ceremony in our office and a party and fun.
So is that when you ring the bell?
And you ring the bell. Okay. And Victory Woodworks made us this gorgeous mobile bell, and we have taken it on the road for COVID. We set it up at the family's home or a park, and their friends drive through and celebrate. And we're talking Reno Fire, Reno PD, Washoe County Sheriff, the whole gang, the SWAT team, everybody comes. We've got a couple of those coming up. That's really
I would love to witness that. I would love to witness that. I think that's incredible.
It's the community just coming together and wanting to help. And we had a really spectacular one in April, and I think it was because everyone felt so trapped and unable to help, and they came out and they drove through and they dressed up, and it was a blast.
So when is the next one of those?
That's coming up this weekend.
Oh, this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might be a little chilly in Reno this weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe there'll be a lot of people with their heavy coats and getting ready.
Right.
But think about the kids. I mean, so do they get to come outside, or does someone have to stay in their window and ring the bell? How does that work?
No, they're typically outside, or sometimes
outside.
it's in front of their home and they're kind of hanging out of the garage.
That's so cool.
Social distancing, totally appropriate. And then we had a drive-through Halloween ceremony, or a little Halloween dress up for our kids. We had a drive-through scholarship ceremony.
Wait, tell me about the scholarships.
So the scholarships are pretty special. In 2012, we started a scholarship program for any kid who is in the fight, and has graduated or has gone on to higher education or trade school, even if they've been out of the fight for 10 years. We offer them a scholarship to keep them going in their endeavors and bring them back into the world and being productive. And a lot of times these kids have extra needs like tutoring and, you know, some cognitive challenges from that dreadful treatment. So
with the scholarships, they can go to help get that tutoring?
Yes, our scholarships will help them in whatever goal they set for themselves. So we did a little drive-through ceremony. We had the biggest number we've ever had, 28 kids. And our funds were cut, but they were there, and we're hanging in there. We had some incredible donors donate just to that program. So people are coming through. This community is amazing.
It's mind-blowing to think that during a time like this, that's when you want people to come together, and they are coming together, and they're coming together for the right reasons. And that's what we need. We need to never stop trying to find a cure. We need to never stop being there for the kids and for the parents. And sometimes you got the grandparents dealing with this, and think about that. You know, you got the aunts and the uncles that are maybe now helping to raise the kids, and they need our help, and we all need our help. And I love the idea that this is local. So say a little bit about like the donations that are coming in, or they're staying.
Oh, absolutely. We are local in, local out, which I know sounds kind of goofy, but it is 100% private organization, locally funded. We have a board of directors. We are able to maneuver, and we're very agile. We can fund our families as their needs come up. And we are 100% reliant on our local funders and leaders like you who bring people together. Deb brings
what it's
them
about.
all together.
I think that any of you out there listening, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to bring a couple friends together. You could do a Tupperware party. You can do a pampered chef party. I mean, I don't do any of those. I used to do a lot of those, Princess House and all those. And now I would have a reason to do that. Before I just did it because you're doing it. But I love the idea that you can find a project or a reason to get together with friends or have your own, like I say, for the holidays. This is the best, maybe with Thanksgiving. If we can't have big gatherings, then take the money you would spend for that and make a donation.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's plenty of ways that you can think outside the box. So how do we get involved? Or if we think we have an idea, who do we talk to say, hey, what do you think about this?
You can call us at 825-0888.
Say it again slow.
775-825-0888. You can talk to any of us, but Alicia, who was just here talking to you, is our shining star in creating all kinds of cool ways to make your dreams happen. Make it materialize into a real event or an effort that generates community support and funds. And all of our funds stay local to Northern Nevada kids battling cancer.
I like that. So we have another minute left on this break. Then we're going to come back and for all you baseball fans, Giant fans, we have something really cool coming up. But give a shout out to some of the media partners. JJ Christie.
Of course.
Please shout out to them. I love
radio.
Cumulus.
So,
I want to say thank you to them.
Yes, and we talked about our Know the Gold campaign, which will end at Shields on February 19th. Partnered with Cumulus, JJ Christie, Wild, The Vibe, KOH, and JJ Christie's station. Cable. Yes, there we go. But it's about incredible.
And that's why I wanted to get that out, because I want people to realize, as About Town Deb, I'm about bringing people together. The more media we can get to these things, the better. And that's what it's about. And I love with my new gigs now with phoenixmedia.us, I can just do whatever I want. And they're just doing dishes over there or something. So ignore that. But that means we're live. That's what's good. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. It's About Town Deb.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Phoenix Media, the future of broadcasting. Explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Your town, our town, or any town, this is About Town Dead presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back. Gosh darn it. This is a fourth and final segment. What happened, Shirley? It's always faster when you're on set. It's not fair.
It's not fair. It's so fun.
I think that we need to do so if you guys want to sponsor a second hour, we can do City Talk after hours.
Ooh.
And we can do those anywhere and then put them together.
That
Little
would be
segments
fun.
all over the world. I don't know. I'm just
We're going international.
We're going international. Actually, we might be in Mexico in February. I might be doing a show in Mexico in February. Just saying, could happen. Anyway, so we are back. Shirley, I'm so happy you're still here. I forgot. You have some really cool partners that have come up with some great ideas. And
Absolutely.
one of them involves a cool local community organization, and one of them involves wine. So quickly say that, and then we're going to jump into a giant idea.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Karen and Larry Burton, who are my fellow Rotarians, love them, and my club, who does so many good things for us, did a virtual wine tasting with Boise wineries and wine amazing night.
I got to virtually do it. Was amazing.
Was so fun, and I couldn't believe how nobody wanted to get off the Zoom. Everybody is craving that interaction and just feeling fun and social, and so anything you can do with your private group of friends that might be a benefit or an awareness for NNCCF, we are so excited about, and it's very well received. It was
great.
blast.
But we've talked about wine, we've talked about chocolate, we've talked about all kinds of ways you can help. But there may be that somebody in your family that you don't know what to get them for Christmas. And they're big Giant fans. I know, my two boys, they're always saying, Mom, can you find something to do with the Giants? So tell us what you guys are doing with the Giants.
And not just Giants, sports, baseball, anything.
All of it. Share about that.
But first I have to tell you, my dream as one of the co-founders has been to take the issue of childhood cancer to a higher level of awareness and appreciation. Buster Posey, the catcher from the San Francisco Giants, and his beautiful wife, Kristen, did this. They took this on as their cause. And through them, we connected with Mike Rucco of Karuk and Kipe. Awesome, amazing. And Mike Rucco and his family have now become huge supporters of NNCCF and childhood cancer. Mike has arranged for his partner, Dwayne Kuiper, and John Miller and Dave Fleming, all four announcers for the Giants, to come here to Reno on February 10th at the Silver Legacy, our other wonderful, amazing partner, the Carano family.
We love them.
To do an evening. We've never done a gala. We have never, because I know there's so many beautiful galas in town. I'm like, we will have such a hard time doing that with all these beautiful galas. But we are doing a night with the Giants and all those incredible stories that they have to tell, and all kinds of cool auction items. These beautiful gold ribbon guitars, which I'm going to bring next time we're on your show to show you.
Oh,
show your audience.
Yes.
Made specially gold ribbon guitars for childhood cancer, and oftentimes signed by people like Willie Mays.
Ooh, that's
and
a big
Barry
deal.
Bonds.
Barry
and
Bonds.
Buster Posey this year signed some for us. And we have a cowboy hat signed by Tim McGraw.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, this is big time celebrity status here.
Amazing. And and our great partner Orange Tree Productions has been doing this incredible video of our 20 years, and
they're incredible.
We're gonna have our mobile bell. We're gonna talk all about bell ringings, and it's gonna be a really beautiful night.
I like it. So tell us how we find out more about that, because that's like the tickets are like gonna go fast for tables, right?
So
tell us about that.
They are right. You know, we're hoping, because I'm an optimist. I know by February we're going to have this giant cap on like 400 people who are going to be allowed at our event. Right now, we're planning for 250, which was the limit a little bit ago. They're going fast, and the San Francisco Giants is starting to promote this.
Okay. So not only
get your ticket fast.
Not only is the biggest little city promoting this, and all of your media partners, the San Francisco Giants are promoting it.
They are.
So you don't know who you might get to mix and mingle with. Just throwing it out there.
It's
oh my
special.
gosh.
And you know, these guys are they really believe in what we're doing here, and they really believe in supporting these kids, and they are just heroes. They've done amazing things with their celebrity status and their notoriety and their cool stories and their amazing, wonderful people.
So I love the idea that we're going to get to bid on stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool if some About Town Deb's business partners, like Kay and Shy, would squeeze in, and like we already know the Rose, Silver Legacy, well now Caesars, they're always in, and Peppermill and Atlantis, they always donate stuff, and Chewy's and Wild River Grille, and all of us pitched in. But are you looking for local to put together as in packages?
We are looking for donations.
If you have a cabin, things like that, a getaway.
Like you said, squeeze in. We are looking for them to cater a breakfast at an office or at someone's home.
Cool.
Dinners that are catered at homes. You know, we're trying to adapt. We're trying to some people will, even when the limits lift, they'll still be concerned about
I just have a great idea.
Of course you do.
Oh, and I always say it on air, and then I can never take it back. So Mike Owen with Crystal Basin, he is one of my partners, as well as Nella Levo, but he is distributed as well here, so that helps a lot. He donated for the American Heart Association a virtual tasting, a virtual blending. So you were able to blend the wine with the winemaker owner. And at the same time, we had charcuterie board delivered. So Mike happened to be in town. So the winner's like, hey, are you guys ready? And I said, you know what? Mike is going to be in town. How would you like Mike and I? We came to their house, and they had their table all set up. It was amazing. And you need to meet this couple that won it. I've told them about you guys. They are incredible. And I don't want to I got to keep for privacy's sake, but it was so amazing, the connections that were made. And then this past weekend, or the weekend before Nevada Day, they actually went to Mike's release. So not only did they get to meet Mike, they went to his place, and they had never been to El Dorado Wine Country. So anytime that you make a donation, anytime you get out of your box, you don't know what that connection is going to make. So they bid on it to support American Red Cross. And then they were able to get the wine owner to their house, and then they went to his place, and they got to go to it's just incredible. So I'm just going to put it out there. Mike Owen or Nello or one of these, we are going to donate a private where we will come to your home, and we will do either blending or a tasting. And I'll either get Wild River Grille or Roundabout Catering, Colin Smith. We'll have somebody give us a charcuterie. So put me in for that. We will and we can do from 4 to 6 people, because we got to keep it under the thing. I'm happy with that. At their house, we do it right. So so if you're out there and you have an experience, whatever it can be, or you have a cabin that you aren't using, or you Airbnb, like people need to get away with just their family. Or I don't know, anything like that. We know all you guys out there, you love to support us and our community. So put your thinking caps on. If they do have an idea, how do they get it to you?
They call us 775-825-0888 or contact us at nvchildrenscancer.org. Ask for me, ask for Alicia, ask for Briley, and give us your ideas. We are ready to take them.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you think you're interested in this event, tickets are flying out the door. I think even
it's on the website. It's on the website.
Even if the cap is raised, I think we'll still sell out. It's pretty,
I think so too.
It's when I talk about it, I typically sell a table. It's pretty amazing.
Well, we're going to sell lots of tables. We're so excited. Shirley, Alicia, Chuck, Rado, everybody, I'm going to tell us about the show next week while we're here, but I want to make sure website one more time.
NVchildrenscancer.org.
Okay.
And children's with an S.
And then wildrivergrille.com. We're right in the heart of Midtown, South Virginia Street, right over the bridge there. The lights are on. You can't miss us. It is amazing. They have lots of room. The heaters will be out. It's great. So we want to thank Chuck. Oh my gosh.
Anywhere.
And part of the proceeds of these go to the Pioneer Center. So you can't get any better than that. Yes. So next week, speaking of Dorinda's chocolate, I'm going to be with Cherie Butler with Step 2 and HIP and Nevada Hip. I had all my notes, but who knows, that one page didn't make it. So I'm just going to go by memory. So if something turns out backwards, don't blame me. Yeah, blame me. It's okay. So Dorinda's Chocolate, they have another location in South Creek. So we will be there live at South Creek location. We will be sampling some chocolate. I'm sure we can probably have a sip of the wine. And then we'll also talk about the pairing the next week. But more importantly, Step 2 is an amazing organization as well in our community. And also the Riverwalk District has something cool coming up for December. And I'm going to be donating a part of it to you guys.
Oh,
I'm hitting that 5,000.
And yes,
so
we have to say again, everything's matched. 100%
everything is matched
by the William and Pennington Foundation.
So I'm going to have to say it's that time again. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of City Talk. I'm About Town Deb. We'll be back next week, like I said. Until then, you can tune in to abouttowndeb.com. The show will be replayed on Facebook, on YouTube, all over the place. It's About Town Deb. Shirley, thank you. Alicia, thank you. Wild River Grille, we love you. About Town Deb. See you next week.
You're listening to Phoenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows